Hi, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee, and we have to write the standard equation of a circle. So we are given the center of the circle. The center is -1, 1, and we have a solution point, and that's -1, 5. So those are given, and we have to write down the standard equation of the circle. Now, since the center is already there, quite a few information is already given, but what is not given, that's what we have to figure out. So let me remind you how to write the standard equation of a circle. Okay, so if you know the center of the circle, and say the center is h, k, and you know the radius of the circle, radius is r, then the equation is x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. That's the standard form. All right, so let's see, what do we have? We have the center. So we have h and k right here. Okay, so what we don't have is r. That's all you have to figure out. Once we have the radius, we can just write down the equation right here. So we are given h is -1 and k is 1. We have to figure out r. So how do we do that? Remember that circle is formed of points which are all equidistant from the center. So we know the center and we know a point on the circle. So how do we find the radius? If we can figure out the distance between these 2 points, that is the radius. So all you have to do is, so the radius is going to be the distance between the center and this point, the solution point, which is a point on the circle. So let's remember the distance formula. So the distance between, if you're given, say, x1, y1 and x2, y2, then that is, the formula is the square root of the difference between the two x coordinate square and then add the difference between the two y coordinate square. So that's the distance formula. Let's apply it right here. So this is square root of the two x values, -1, negative of -1 square, then add the y values, that is 5 minus 1 square. Right? Let's simplify that. So here, -1, and this is minus of -1, so that makes it a +1. So this is -1 plus 1 square. And this is 5 minus 1, so that's 4 square. So this is 0 right here. This is square root of 16. So that's the radius. As soon as we have the radius, we can write down the standard equation using this form right here. So the standard equation is you have to have x minus h, and h is -1 square plus y minus k, k is 1, so y minus 1 square, and that is equal to r square. R is square root of 16. So let's simplify and make it look nice. So this is x plus 1 square plus y minus 1 square equal to 16. That is the equation of the circle. All right, so the last thing we have to do is we have to try and graph this circle. So you draw the x and y axis. Okay. Now the best way to do it is, we have the center, so locate the center first. Okay, the center is -1, comma 1. So okay, so -1, comma 1, somewhere here. So that's the center of the circle. And then you have to figure out, okay, so circle is, all the points are going to be equal distant from the center. And the distance is here, the radius, right? The radius is square root of 16, and you know what that is. That is 4. So we have to figure out, the circle will look like center is here and the radius is 4 units on all sides. So the best way to do it is figure out 4 units from this center on the top, the bottom, the right and left, and then try to fill the gap. Okay, so this is -1 and 1, right? So 4 units on the top will be 2, 3, 4, 5. So here is a point that should be on the circle, and that's exactly the point given, right? The -1, comma 5. Okay, 4 units to the left is 3, 4 right here. 4 units to the right. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the 4 points, and you have to try to draw the circle, fill the gap. That's a rough sketch of the circle. Thank you.